it's me again, Vicki, and I'm at Market Hall Museum in Warwick today, and I've got some very special things to show you. In one of our cabinets, we have a selection of jewellery. They look very pretty and they're very shiny. Some of them are made from precious metals like gold and silver. So we're going to talk about jewellery today and why we wear it and why it's important. Why do I wear jewellery? Well, I like it. I think it looks nice. But long ago, people used to wear jewellery for all different sorts of reasons. Maybe it was to show that they were powerful and they had lots of money. Or maybe it was just for practical use. Maybe you wanted to pin a dress or a cape or a robe. There was lots of different uses for jewellery. And I've got some bits to show you today. So I've got some jewellery here to show you. Jewellery I can actually pick up and show you. Now this one is from Egyptian times. And look how colourful it is. Blues and greens, black. And it would be worn maybe by a pharaoh or somebody very important. And it would go around their neck like that. I quite like that myself. Also, you've got a bracelet. Now, this was a Roman bracelet. It's very easy to put on. Just put your hand through there. It's made of gold. And remember I told you maybe you might need it to pin a robe or a cloak? Well, this would go through the material. It's got a very sharp pin. Go through the material and attach it to the shoulder like that. And that would hold it in place. So that was a very good use for that jewellery. And this one's my favourite. It's shiny and gold, and these are from Anglo-Saxon times. I quite like that one. In Roman and Anglo-Saxon times, jewellery was made of all sorts of things like bones, paper, money, crystals, or even teeth. But today, we're going to make our own jewellery. But this jewellery is going to be made from pasta. So this is what we're going to make today, our own jewellery. Now this one's made out of pasta of all different colours, but I'm going to show you how to do that later. So I'm going to put it on. There, I feel quite grand now. So you will need some dried pasta. Now you need some pasta that's got quite a big hole in it, because you're going to be threading some wool through it. So you need it to make it easier for you. Then you'll need some food dye. Now I'm using blue today. And some white vinegar. You'll need a bag, because that's where we're going to put all our pasta in. You will need some card circles, but we'll make those. So if you're going to make those, you'll also need a hole puncher for the hole in the middle. Some scissors, pencil, and I've drawn round a £2 coin here, just about the right size. Some wool, and when you've made your coloured pasta, it should look like that. Now to dye your pasta all different colours. Now this takes quite a long time. You might need to leave them overnight to dry. But you need your dry pasta and a bag. And we're going to open up the bag. Now I think an adult needs to help you with this. And you put your pasta in the bag, like that, and some blue colouring, and quite a bit. And if you want it a darker colour, you need to put more dye in. Now the vinegar, although it smells horrid, it's very good because it'll make the dye stick to the pasta. So just a glug. And we'll close the bag, we'll hold the top tightly and shake it all about like that. Now you keep it in that bag for a few hours and you'll notice that it will change, and when it gets to the colour that you want, you put it out in a tray to dry for a a few hours. And then they should look like that. So if you've got lots of different food colourings, you can do different coloured pasta. So when your pasta is ready, we'll start making a necklace. You can make a bracelet too if you want to, just need a shorter bit of wool. So I've got my wool here. I'm going to cut quite a long piece off, because don't forget you need to tie it so it doesn't fall off. We'll just cut that one. Now, I'm going to thread one on. There it is. There's the yellow one. Now I've cut some circles out here, but if you want to do that, take your £2 coin, draw around it, and you need to cut it out. Watching those fingers. I've got a circle, and then a whole triangle. So if you make lots of those, you can make them all different colours. So I think I might put a red one on. So we've got a yellow and a red. Now the design is totally up to you. So I've got yellow and red. Maybe I might have a green one next. And you thread them. Make sure they don't fly off the other end. Maybe I'll have another red one there. And maybe a blue circle. And maybe a yellow one. So you keep building it up until you've got it to the length that you need. Sometimes it's quite tricky trying to poke that through. And then maybe a red circle. So you keep moving along the string until you've got what you need, and then when you're ready, tie it at the top. Again, maybe an adult can help you. There we are. Well, that's all for today. Until next time.